Faith. Belief in action. Randy Ollis is finding people who are guided by their faith from all religions, denominations, and walks of life, and sharing their stories with you. From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Finding Faith, brought to you by Northview Church.
All right. Hey, Finding Faith today. Our story here shares the story of Renee Meyer and a scary experience she encountered while flying her biplane. Ezra speaking is here to help introduce us. And how do you know Renee, Ezra? You guys go back, don't you?
Yes, my parents know her from church.
Oh, okay. So you go to church together?
Yes.
Okay.
She used to go to our church, and so we did an Ezra speaking with her.
Good. All right. Hey, Renee, let's get right into it. Tell us your story here. You probably shouldn't be alive today, should you? What happened?
No. So before I was found, I really wasn't.
And you were a pilot,
person.
right?
Yes, I've been a pilot now for about 15 years, and I really wasn't that great of a person. So I became a young adult. I wanted to do what was fun, what was good feeling for me.
Like
and
most young people.
Most young people do, and so I have no judgment, but it kind of ended up leading into me doing a lot of things that I regret now, and so after my greatest sin and my greatest regret, my mom always told me to talk to God, so I did. That's what I did, and I said, hey, you need to fix me here. And if you're there, fix me. And
you used to do stunts in the plane?
I do.
Right.
So in within a month of that, I was flying my aerobatic biplane that I spent all my money on, and it had this issue called aileron flutter, which is when the aileron controls start to flutter. Sometimes not a big deal, sometimes a big deal. So I was going up for a test flight after we're trying to fix it, and all of a sudden, all of my flight controls started to get the flutter. I brought the nose up, tried to slow her down real fast, and then I felt and heard this massive pop, and all of my flight controls began to get this flutter, and the top wing began to fold.
Oh my goodness.
So I was like, well, this is probably going to kill me. So I started the bailout procedures. You wear a parachute. And you do this.
This has happened 4 times before. The other 3 pilots did not survive, but you did.
Correct.
What happened after that? Kind of led to your faith?
Yeah,
that right?
started to kind of, right, exactly. So that led to me meeting Mark Novoselsky, who he was an airshow pilot, and he gifted me a generous gift, and he asked me out the next day. So we started dating, and that, he was a good man of faith. So I started to get to know him, and then he broke up with me, which is fine. And Corbin then asked me out because he was interested in the airplane. So the two of them, led me next to the next steps. Well, and then on January 25th, I was on the phone, and I felt like I could see Mark, and I could kind of see him in this vision is really what it felt like. And he was crying, and I went up to him, and I said, it's not your fault. And then he disappeared into the sun, and it was the warmest feeling I'd ever felt in my life. And then that night I got a phone call that him and our other good friend's son had passed away in an accident.
Oh my goodness.
And so I don't want to say this to scare anyone from aviation. It is a pretty safe way of life. But
we have about 1 minute to go here.
And so anyways, that was my wake-up call. I started wanting to seek the Lord, and Corbin, who's now my husband, became my steward through it, and his family and our church.
You received, because of this, you received Christ, and He gave you a brand new life.
He gave me all new life. So He found me, and that's it. God chooses that. And
He uses whatever He wants.
Exactly.
I mean, you're blessed to be around for a second chance in life here. So, real quick here, how has accepting the Lord in your life, how has that changed you? We have 30 seconds.
It is given me peace. It's given me happiness. And now you know not to live for yourself. You live for others. So we started a nonprofit to teach kids how to work on airplanes and fly, and we hope to lead them as the Lord has led us.
Okay, and you're going to keep flying?
Oh, yes, I still fly every day. Yeah, nope.
Would you go up with her, Ezra?
Yes.
You go fly?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
I would
went up
too.
with Corbin.
Hey, also, I wish we had more time, but we have a QR code up there, and they can get more information just by scanning that, and go to Lifestyle Live TV, and you can find more information too. So, Renee, appreciate it. Ezra, thanks for helping me out, bud. I'm Randy Ollis. Thanks for joining me in the Finding Faith podcast. Join me again next time as I share more stories of people who are guided by their faith. If this podcast has touched you, I hope you'll share it with a friend. If you have a story you want to share, go to lifestylelive.tv and click on the contact button.
This is Finding Faith with Randy Ollis. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast, and be sure to check out other great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.